So welcome everyone to a new segment of Fanalyst TV. It's called the Football Banter Table. And for my first episode, it's going to be United versus Chelsea. Obviously, a very, very
Yes, sir.
I got my boy Wellington Changa. I said JustWellingtonOnline. Learnmore here. And obviously my boy PJ, as always, #1 Chelsea supporter. So
always.
I want us to get into the season.
The most ridiculous Chelsea fan I know.
Shut up. Just shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Hey, man. All right, we're going to get straight into it. We're going to talk about, first of all, who has the worst goalkeeper? In your opinion, why?
That's
Chelsea.
Chelsea. That's not even a question. Chelsea has the worst goalkeeper.
By far.
But even De Gea's been questionable. And I don't think do you think De Gea's going to last this season? I don't know. Hey.
Personally,
what I will say is De Gea has been on this slump since after Ronaldo in the World Cup. So for him, it's been longer than Kepa, I'd say. Because with Kepa, it's only this season. But with De Gea, it's been like this since the World Cup. Yeah. That's Kepa. With De Gea, it's permanent.
De Gea, it's the decline.
Yeah.
I don't know how
but this season's been just shocking from him.
Yo, pathetic.
Yeah, this season was just shocking, bro.
Would you guys be
I remember the Watford game where he let it go through his hands. Yo, I felt like crying, bro.
Even against us, one Mason Mount.
Even against us. Yeah, even against us.
Yeah, Mason Mount.
He literally let that one through.
Bro.
Would you guys be comfortable if he was your starting keeper next season?
No.
With your defense. With that defense.
Yeah.
Personally, in my opinion, I feel like, okay, yes, we need a defense. Our defense is not the most solid, sure, but honestly, I could use Dean Henderson as my starter next season.
Yeah,
over Romero.
Definitely. Romero's the world's best number 2, but that's what he is, number 2. He's a Scottie Pippen.
But wait. What you guys are on looking at is, you see with Henderson, he has a very good defense in front of him with Sheffield because they have one of the best defensive records.
Yeah.
With United, it's different because your defenders aren't on the same level as, say, Sheffield in terms of organization. So if you put Henderson within that defense, how would he perform?
Okay,
I reckon he could still perform well because he doesn't make a lot of game-defining mistakes.
He doesn't make errors like that. That's another thing. De Gea's made game-defining errors.
Yeah, I get you.
True, that is true. I have to say, personally, the thing is with De Gea is one game, he's like world-class. Like, you can't even say it. Then the next game, literally, when you need him just to secure one thing, the man literally might as well walk the ball into his own net, bruh. And I'm just like, hey, this guy, I don't know. Hey, I really don't know. I'm not sure. I feel like him and they're very close. Although Kepa's a little worse, I'd say.
His time's up.
His time at Man United's up. If you guys want to win the league.
Sentiments aside, like, he's done the most for us. Don't get me wrong. I respect him. I appreciate all he's done for the club. But I find there comes a time where call it a day, son. Call it a day.
Because I feel like United right now are trying to win. I see you guys spending a lot. I saw you guys are trying to drop on Sancho.
Yeah, but it's one player. It's one player. It's one player.
Who do you think will be a better signing? Sancho or Werner? Who would you say would have a bigger impact?
Hey. Personally, I think I could honestly see Sancho having a bigger impact because of where United is right now. He could have a bigger impact. Whereas Werner, I honestly think Chelsea, in some sense, are a better side than us.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think
so. Werner would fit in and he would play well. Whereas Sancho would uplift the team more than anything.
So
we have major problems on the right.
So
we haven't had a right winger in a while.
So who benches if Sancho comes in?
That's the main issue because I feel like Greenwood will be made the number 2 striker when Igalo leaves. Greenwood, that's what I see.
I see Greenwood in the middle. Martial on the left.
No,
that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
No,
then
Greenwood's going to play as number 2.
So Martial's still in the middle, then Rashford.
Yeah. I don't see us buying a striker. That's the thing. Especially with
we don't need
Greenwood's
a striker.
resurgence.
Okay.
Greenwood will be number 2 in the middle and on the right. I see it.
See, that's the thing. That's the perk of having Greenwood, because he can pretty much play, or rather, just like Werner. Werner can play on the left and
on the left-hand side.
Exactly.
So it could, but I don't feel like Sancho will have a better impact than Werner, in my opinion. I don't think so.
I think he would. I personally think he would.
I think both of them are quality. It'll be interesting to see.
Yes, but I just don't see Sancho coming in and having an impact like Bruno per se. The reason why I see this is because with Bruno is very much
Pernandez.
Bruno is a matured player. He's very much mature. Even how he plays, he dictates play. With Sancho needs to be given a free role, and you can't have a free role at United, especially with the midfielders they have in Pogba and Bruno. So for him to come in, it will take time for him to sort of play his game. I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't think he'll have an instant impact. I think
it's hard to compare his impacts to that of Bruno, because more than anything, Bruno lifted the spirits of the players.
Yeah.
Like he lifted the mentality and everything, and not just the play, but the whole dressing room just changed when Bruno came.
Yeah.
Well, while we're on that topic of Bruno Pernandez, I want it's Pernandez, P for penalty. Penalty. It's no longer Bruno Fernandez, it's Pernandez. Do you think Bruno is as good as people make it out to seem, or do you think he's low-key a stat padder? Because
he's a stat padder.
The penalty,
not low-key.
I think he's both. He's both. He's both.
I get that he's a creative player, in my opinion. Hey, he makes a lot of mistakes.
He loses the ball a lot.
Yeah, that's another thing. But with him, he has. I like how vocal he is. I don't think people underestimate how.
Yeah, he's a leader. He's a leader more than anything.
He's a leader.
Yeah.
And that's what's needed in a midfield. You need someone who's going to take charge and tell players what to do. That's what I like about him. He sort of controls, or rather dictates, the play of everything. Not give him that. But he's a stat peddler. Look at the assist he gets, dog. The assist.
Easy assist.
Pass the ball, and then you do the rest. And then they'll say, he got an assist.
Okay, but in my opinion, I think in as much as we can say he gets easy assists, but when last can you say United had a player like that who even assists? Because we barely have assisters in the club.
That is true.
We didn't have creative players.
We struggle with goals. So the fact that he's making assists for me is good enough. I don't care how it looks, how bad the assists look, or how easy they look. Salah, he does his job and he does it well, and we get the results.
But the problem starts when you niggas start comparing to De Bruyne. That's where the problem is.
That's a very big
That's where the problem
Personally,
starts.
That's just for banter.
Yeah. I know particularly one Man United fan, I won't mention his name, but you know who I'm talking about. He said KDB, Bruno is better than KDB.
KDB is miles ahead, bro.
Bruno, I had to speak on. He even said Bruno is the best player at United. I had to disagree with that. Imagine. And I'm not even a United supporter. No. Pogba is by far the best player.
Pogba.
Thank you.
Pogba.
Yeah.
Pogba by far.
Martial though.
Nah.
Martial is very good.
Yeah.
But he's lazy too.
Because for us, it's obvious who's our best player. Pulisic. Without Pulisic,
yeah, definitely.
This season, for me, in my opinion, I think.
Watch.
I know you're gonna say, Kovacic.
He's gonna say Hudson-Odoi. He's gonna say Hudson-Odoi.
Next season, Hudson-Odoi is gonna be better than Rashford.
I don't see it.
Potentially.
If it gets
he could come close. He could come close, but Rashford at Callum's age was a better player than Callum, to be honest. Rashford, from when he came, he's been terrorizing niggas. I've respected Rashford from when Mourinho gave him his debut. To this day, I fear that guy, dog. I'm not even going to lie. He's too quick and he's direct.
Like,
Rashford is the captain of Banter FC, bro. I don't like Rashford, guys. I'm sorry.
Musa, bro. I'm convinced. Musa, what
Honestly,
are you smoking, bro?
Who would you rather have, Pulisic or Rashford?
Pulisic.
And how long has Rashford been in the league? And who's older?
He's been there for quite a while. But let me tell you one thing.
He's not developing, bro. He's not developing. Like,
I rate
the way he should. The way he started.
No, but Mourinho halted his growth in some sense. I could say that with my chest.
Why?
Mourinho, hey, bro, this whole interchanging, Rashford knew what he was. And LVG knew how to play him as a striker, for example, at first. Mourinho came, and he was doing well as a kid. Mourinho came, started shifting him on the left, starts playing him in the middle.
Even on the right.
The kid gets confused.
Yeah.
That's
but that's like Martial.
That from a player.
Wait, that's like Martial. I personally feel like Martial is better from the left when he's coming from the side,
and he's cutting in.
Him as a striker does not make sense to me. It just does not make any sense.
But he's played well. He's gotten the
and he gets very lazy when he plays as a striker.
Yeah, he's not.
He gets very lazy.
He doesn't fully play, or rather, give what he possibly could. That's my issue with him playing as a striker.
But the thing is, the problem right now is that you can't go back to playing Rashford as an out-and-out striker anymore right now, in my opinion. You can plug in
Rashford's fine on the left,
but you can't play exactly. So where do you play Martial as a striker?
They interchange though during games.
Yeah,
I think that's the only way they should play. They should interchange because neither of them are good as a striker, as a solid number 9. Neither of them are as good. You could argue that Martial is better than Rashford in that position, but neither of them are as comfortable or could give their all in that position particularly.
So
I guess so.
A big question, obviously, between United and Chelsea. There's been a lot of banter, especially since you guys finished third. Same number of points.
The log is the log, bro.
Who would you say had the better season this season?
By far, Chelsea. Bias aside, it's us.
You think so?
How?
Okay,
some facts.
I don't want to argue yet.
Let's hear the facts.
This is why I would say Chelsea. Okay, I'll let you go first, PJ.
Number 1, dog. I don't think people underestimate that Lampard is in his second year of management. So with us it's like Juventus bringing Pirlo in right now. I've never seen a team coached by Pirlo. So to me, it doesn't make sense, but he has a good team. Fine. With us, Lampard inexperienced, second year as a manager.
Throughout in the Premier League.
Number 2, youth players, dog. We're playing players that have never played in the Premier League before. Never. Championship players, always. 3, we lost someone who contributed half our goals throughout the whole of last season, which means we're dependent on this player. And then now we've lost the player, which means we're practically weaker, if you could say. And so for us, given that the other teams have spent, Tottenham spent, Arsenal spent, United spent, we can't spend anything on anyone. We can't bring in anyone to top that off. We have a manager who's inexperienced, and we still managed to finish ahead of the other teams. Besides that, we finished top 4, dog, Champions League. Okay. Come on, dude.
This is my chat. I no, everything you said is correct. Don't get me wrong. It's correct. But come on now. If we're being very honest, Chelsea has more than capable players. Other than Tammy is not a convincing striker, yes.
He's terrible.
Yeah, he's terrible. But the other players in Pulisic, Willian is experienced. Bro, you have Kante, you have Kovacic, you have Jorginho, and then defense. The defense was shaky. Don't get me wrong.
You're gonna tell me about players that you don't even rate. You don't rate Jorginho. You don't rate
I don't rate him
but
personally.
tell me about Jorginho.
Bro.
Yeah, so then why are you saying?
Rate him?
You mentioning bad players right now.
You see, with you listen, you're mentioning listen. You're mentioning players that we judge ourselves. We've been judging Willian over the past I don't know how many years. I'm the only person who's ever defended Jorginho. Everyone else, Chelsea fans, they all judge him. My thing is, you're naming players that the Chelsea fan base themselves they consider weak players.
Okay.
That's not fair on us.
But other than, okay, yes, we made the Maguire signing, which hasn't been very convincing. But other than Wan-Bissaka, who else in the United team can you say was, okay, besides the front three, yeah, sure. But even in the midfield, Pogba spent most of the season not really playing. And we weren't convincing ourselves, man.
But look at how much of a difference. We couldn't sign anyone. Look at how much of a difference you guys just getting Bruno made to your whole team for the rest of the season. You guys were like,
I'll tell you this.
You guys were pretty much unbeaten in the league, right? If I'm not mistaken, or you lost one game.
I
feel like we should get one thing.
Imagine if we could make a signing like that, like a Bruno, or like just a quality player who could have come in and just changed the whole dynamic.
You guys wouldn't cope.
Because think about it. Yes, we had good players, but the quality, you know what I'm talking about? That quality that besides Pulisic and Kovacic.
Don't mention Pulisic. Don't mention
Pulisic was injured, bro, for most of the season.
Don't mention him because people did not think he'd have the impact that he had. People didn't even think he'd come close.
And it was his first season in the Premier League as well.
Yeah, let's take that into account.
Lampard literally came from the Championship, bro, with Championship players like Mount.
Rhys James.
Thought, bro, they come and jump in. I want to probably remember the video that I made, the top 10. Mount is up there at number 6, bro. And all these players that were in the league right now, he had to jump, bro, and compete, and he's still young. So you have to...
And he played a lot of games, too.
You have to give Chelsea credit. You have to give Lampard credit for that. You can't take that.
I'll say one thing.
No, I'll give him that.
Our signings were pretty good. I won't lie. Our defensive signings. If you look at our defensive stats this season compared to the past few seasons, we're miles ahead.
And if De Gea never made those errors, you guys defensively would have been
Yeah, because Maguire did fix some things. He does organize the gents pretty well, but him as a player is a bit shaky.
Still shaky.
But Wan-Bissaka out of this world.
Wan-Bissaka's been quality. I can't complain about that guy.
Oak stepped up.
Yeah.
Players, Fred stepped up for us before lockdown. He really stepped up for us and was playing well.
Yeah, then
I could say Scott McTominay also played well before lockdown. And then
now I don't know what happened to
him.
After that Europa League game,
lockdown wasn't good for him.
Yeah.
You think it's the lockdown?
Yeah, lockdown.
But my point is
a lot changed.
My point is you guys were better positioned from the start of the season to sort of finish ahead of us. Anyways, first game it was us against you guys. Thrashed us 4-0. I'm sure you guys we're definitely winning the league. I'm sure you guys rolled us off from there. I'm sure you guys.
Okay,
maybe that's a reach.
I don't know.
I'm a James fan.
Hey, bro, did you stretch before that reach? Yo.
My point is, you guys were convinced you're finishing ahead of us the least.
Which we did.
Yeah, I guess so.
We did.
But
I mean,
we have to praise United in the second half of the season because that's when United actually picked up. We were 14 points off the pace. 14.
Yeah.
And we made the ground back.
But you see how easy it is to win those type of games if you have quality signings. Something we did.
Because we started winning the games against the bottom half, which we were really struggling. We struggled against the bottom half, but we could beat the top half or get points. So I think we were better positioned. We just had to fix some things, get some creativity going.
So, that's why I'm saying with us, we weren't even expected to be where we were. Do you understand that we were top 4 pretty much the whole season? We didn't go down. The position we went, the lowest position we went to, if I'm not mistaken, from October was 5th. And that happened now with the game in hand, which we played and we won and we went back to the top 4. My point is we weren't expected to even be in the top 4 and to finish in the top 4. You guys were expected to be in the top 4. If you look at the pundits' predictions from when the season started, Man United were top 4 in a lot of them. With us, we weren't even close. But we finished there. That's why I'm saying overall we had a better season than you guys, to be honest.
I guess you can say that.
Aside.
So who?
I guess you can say that, yeah.
So who would you say is the better coach? Ole?
Lampard.
Or Lampard?
Lampard.
You guys...
Ole got 0 tactics.
Bruh. Ole.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ole, bruh, he's a decent coach. He's like a PE teacher. He'll get you there, but he won't make you the best.
Yeah, because
like, he'll just do his job.
He's not going to win you the Champions League.
Exactly. It's like being in school and being in PE. Yes, PE will get you fit, just like not even fit. It'll get you just active. But we all know to be fit, you're going to need specialists. You're going to need people that know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah. Because I feel like...
And that's the problem with Ole.
For me...
Ole's best at man management, for me.
Yeah.
His man management is great.
Like PE teachers. PE teachers are great at man management.
Hey, PE teachers.
Like, he's good at man management, but he's a very naive coach at the same time.
Yeah.
Same as Lampard, actually.
Especially
naive.
With players like Lingard as well, he was very naive.
Yeah, he was very naive. And he failed to be ruthless. He promised us to be ruthless when he came in, when they appointed him, and we didn't see that much ruthlessness. Yeah, he dropped the likes of Phil Jones, let go of your Smalling, your Sanchez, sent them out on loan. But overall, throughout the season, we didn't get to see that ruthlessness. We still saw a young player until he left. So he's very naive, and tactically, he's not the best. Like some of the substitutions he makes, very questionable. Yeah. They don't seem to have that much of an effect. So I think Lampard's better.
For me, the one thing that I can say, because like I watched a lot of United games, is that it's almost as if he can be sort of like a mentor to the players and play for the bad United. Yeah, well, he also played for United, so he knows like the pressure that comes with playing for a big club, and he can kind of like relate to the players. Because I remember watching one interview, a Rashford interview, and they asked him what was the difference between being coached by Mourinho and being coached by Ole. And he was like, yeah, it's the fact that Ole's played, and he's played as a United player, and he like knows how to like manage the players. And I was like, okay, because it makes sense. Because like sometimes when I watch United, I can't really see a system going. Like I can't really say what's like Ole's system.
True.
Yeah.
And until Bruno came, and until he kind of got that shape, that like with Matic sitting in the key, and then obviously Bruno and Pogba, and then the three in the front. Until that happened, I couldn't really tell you like, is Manchester United
what he was trying to do,
team, an attacking team?
Yeah.
I couldn't really say.
We're a counter-attacking team.
Yeah, like even when those players come off, all of a sudden you guys just play differently.
The team, like the game does when the main players go.
I mean, if you've watched Leicester, if you watch how Leicester play, no matter who's on the pitch, they play the same way.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. They could play literally their bench, bro. Even when they played you guys, they were pretty much had a lot of injuries, but you could see the system was still the same. It's just that the quality was lacking. But obviously the system, and I can't really say like, hey, with Ole, maybe next season he'll have more time, but hey, the season starts in a month.
I also think that Ole tries too hard to emulate Sir Alex Ferguson. He doesn't have his own identity as a manager.
I mean,
I think he tries too hard to emulate that. He's trying to focus on the past, but hey, football's also evolved.
I mean, he's failed to sign the top players because they're not convinced by his philosophy. They're not convinced.
So, yeah.
How can you fail to sign Haaland, the player you coached, and a fellow countryman? Who else did you fail to sign?
No, the Haaland signing was more of the agents involved more than him, actually. That I will not blame him for that.
But I also feel another reason why Sancho will probably come to United is because the of the English players.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rashford, they seem to all get along.
Thank God.
So I think that'll help you guys secure him. I don't think Ole has that. You know how Lampard is. Right now, everyone's coming because of Lampard.
Yeah, not because
if you watch
of what
Ziyech interviews, if you watch Timo Werner, they all say like they've been speaking to Lampard for like the past few months, and like he's the one who convinced them, and like he's talked to them about the system he's trying to play. I don't think Ole really has that.
That was my point initially.
Yeah.
But hey,
I think he's still relying on that Sir Alex Ferguson legacy. So like,
I personally don't think United will sign Sancho. I don't know why, but I don't feel like you guys will sign Sancho. I don't know why.
There is a possibility we might fail. No, I think there is a possibility we might fail to make that signing.
I
feel like
because of the price tag, though.
Yeah,
not necessarily. Not necessarily.
It's the price tag. It's the price tag. It is.
No, United are trying to avoid something. If United sign Sancho for 120 million euros, then there'll be a Banter club in terms of being exploited. I mean, you guys are literally the biggest team in England, historically and whatnot. 80 million for Maguire, 50 million for Wan-Bissaka. Do you get that? And if Maguire is worth 80...
Wan-Bissaka was worth
but
it.
That's not his. That shouldn't be his price tag.
Yeah, it shouldn't. But
it shouldn't.
I'd say he's repaid us because he's just been unreal on the right.
We're gonna get. We still haven't gotten obviously to the full extent, but we're gonna get our money's worth. We're gonna get our return on investment.
Yeah,
a return
for him
is a title.
I don't think you guys are gonna get 80. Because 80 million, bro, for a player like Maguire, that should be like a Van Dijk. And right now, sometimes he makes schoolboy errors. And sometimes you're like, really? Is Maguire worth 80 million or is Lindelof?
Nah, even Maguire, dog. Even Van Dijk, sorry. Van Dijk, when he wasn't Van Dijk. He wasn't Van Dijk. I don't understand why Liverpool paid that much money for him.
Yeah.
And then he came.
I think under the right coach, he thrived very well.
Yeah, but Van Dijk was not worth that much money. He
wasn't. I think potential was also added to the price tag, and I feel like the whole Maguire thing as well. I think potential was added. It's just he doesn't have the right coach to get that out of him.
So I don't get your potential. Chad, because isn't he 28?
Yeah, wow. Look at it this way. I say that English media shoved Maguire down our throats.
Nah.
He shoved the English media shoved him down our throats. They made it seem like he's a world-class centre-back.
All of them.
I mean, they're busy shoving Chilwell down our throats right now, and I'm scared.
Yeah.
Dog.
I'm scared, bro. I'm scared of that whole Chilwell hype.
I personally don't rate that guy. I don't rate him.
I also don't
think he's good. He's not as good as they make it seem.
He's not good. I personally don't think he's good enough to be like where Chelsea want to be as a starter. On the bench, yes, but not as a starter.
But with him, I think they're looking to develop him as well. It's not just, we're signing a good player. Lampard sees him as someone who he can help develop and to play sort of like an Ashley Cole type of role, or rather an Ashley Cole type of player. That's how they see him. But we're not buying him because of, he's a good player, whatnot. That's not what we're buying him.
Yeah.
It's based off potential, just like with Dory. Bayern paid us like 40 mil for him and we still rejected. It wasn't because of the player he was. It was mainly because of potential. They knew that if they got him, they could help him develop and be a better player. Just like Sancho. Sancho was bought mainly because of potential, and Dortmund were able to sort of make him the player that he is right now. And now they're going to sell him and make profit of him. That's the same thing with Chilwell as well.
All right. So to close off the discussion, I have one more question. Who do you think is going to finish higher next season?
Chelsea.
United
or Chelsea?
United.
How is that even a question, dog?
It's United.
If we get a solid centre back,
I think if we get those signings, especially Havertz, and one more defender, or maybe a keeper.
If we get a centre back,
I think we're going to be challenging for the title.
If we get a centre back, we're winning the league. Trust me.
Aye.
Whoa, I don't know about that. Hey, it's a real Liverpool and Man City to
Hey. No, bro.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? When has the season started and Chelsea were favourites to win a league? That's never happened ever before, but we won. We won 5. We've never been favourites to win anything, but we won.
You sure had strong sides and strong managers.
Yeah, but we're still never favourites.
I think we'll be able to have a better view like halfway through.
I think more than anything, the league. Personally, I think City are going to bounce back to win the league.
Nope.
That's my chat. I think they will.
I think
they will.
That there's a very good chance because, and also now they're also making signings. That's another thing.
Yeah,
I just don't see Liverpool winning the league.
Weak signings.
I don't see Liverpool winning the league
twice. I don't.
The signings they're making are not improving the team. They signed a winger. He's not improving the team. There's already Mahrez, Bernardo Silva. There's Sterling on the bench. He's not improving them offensively. Ake is not improving Man City.
But Man City
he's not improving them.
But Pep knows how to.
They like players that can kind of play in like 2 or 3 different positions. So you can find that, they might sign
balance.
but watch him play in another position that you never thought.
So they're pushing depth.
Because even De Bruyne, remember De Bruyne, he was never a CM. He started over the winger.
He was.
He was more of a winger. Chelsea, I'm pretty sure he was playing more on the left.
At Wolfsburg, when we sent him to Wolfsburg, he was playing with the CM. He was a cam.
I remember seeing him.
He was a cam
at Chelsea.
But now he's playing deeper.
Now he's playing way further back, and he's pushing up.
Yeah. He's like a box to box, if you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Pep knows how to use those players. That's another thing. Pep's a good coach.
Yeah.
He's experienced as well.
It's his last season, next season at Man City.
I think if Pep gets a centre back, then I think they'll win it.
Yeah.
Nah, Chelsea's winning it.
I'm always gonna back my team. So if we don't win it, we're gonna finish ahead of United. That's all.
Optimistic, eh?
Capping.
Werner, Kai Havertz, Ziyech.
Dog, next season we're gonna score at least. We're scoring at least 90 goals next season. At least 90 goals next season.
Werner, 30 goals.
Niggas are reaching.
Wait, is that in the league?
Yeah, in the league.
30 goals in the league.
I don't see it next season. No, all competitions.
All competitions, maybe, yeah.
Yes, I can accept that, but not the league. Not the league. No ways.
All right.
I think we just have to accept the fact that next season is City season. We're just competing against each other in the top 4. Within the top 4, we're competing about who's.
There could be room for upset, though.
We're not competing against United. Yeah,
but
okay, mate.
It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to tell who.
It's gonna be a very interesting one.
Yeah, I mean, we're still gonna come back to the Banter table.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Just to close off.
I remember. PJ, I used to go to school with PJ and we used to chill every day, talk football. Bro, this guy said he's going to finish above United beginning of the season. Yes. Yeah. That's what he said to me. Last season, let's put my girl on it. The one we just came from, you said you're going to finish above United. And I know we're on the same point, but bro, the log is the log and it says United finished above you. So, bro.
It's fine, we'll give you that. Next season,
there's nothing to give, dog.
It won't happen again.
There's nothing to give.
We let it slip there.
Dog, Lelo is saying it as if we were 10 points or 2 points ahead of us. We're literally same level of points.
Yes, but your goal difference is shocking.
Because that defense is
mid-table side level.
The way that she's saying it, Lelo. PJ, we should chill. And he said last season, Chelsea can finish ahead of us. I mean, we were.
Did you not say that though? Did you not say that though?
I did.
Don't say about
your word,
we were. But y'all didn't.
My point is, you're saying it as if you finished 10 points ahead of us. There's no L to take when I had a better season than you.
Don't worry, we're gonna come back stronger next season. Yeah,
there's no L to take.
we're gonna come back to the banter table and we're gonna talk about this episode and how we were all talking shit to each other. So
we're the benchmark for United.
But we compete against each other. Trust.
Yeah. We're the benchmark for you guys.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see, man.
We're the benchmark. But yeah, gents, just to close off, I just want to say thank you guys for making this episode a really cool episode. It's the first episode of the football banter table, and we're looking for more. We're looking to provide more content. So keep following, keep liking. Subscribe. Subscribe to Just Wellington Online as well. Shout out to Just Wellington. Shout out to Learnmore for coming through. Hope to see you guys soon again. All right, cheers.
Shout out.